Hey guys, Chris Udemy here. Lovely to see you all again. Apologies it's been so long between uploads. It's been a very busy month. I've been tracking the Teramaze album with the guys, heaps of solos, heaps of cool clean guitar parts. It's just been a massive undertaking, but it's been a great experience. If you want to get in on this album, we are doing a crowdfunder on Indiegogo. There is a link in the description box. But enough about me, let's talk about this solo. Today we're going to be looking at Slash's amazing solo in Don't Cry from Guns N' Roses. Let's take a look. Alright guys, so before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning. As per usual, Guns N' Roses are in E flat standard tuning, which is E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and another E flat. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. I'm going to start off with this vibrato on the second fret, then work into this phrase. So what I've got here is a bend from 7 of the 3rd string. I'm bringing that down into a pull off to 5. And then I'm going to hit that 7 again. So from the start we should have this. At the end of that, I've got a bend into a pull off. So from 7 to 5 on the 3rd string, and then I work into this. I'm bending that ring finger up a whole step from 7 of the 3rd string, and then I've got this flat pinky covering 8 of the 2nd and the 1st string. So altogether that's going to sound like this. So from the start we've got after that I've done the flat pinky, and then I'm going to bring that bend down from the top and pull it off to 5 again. So we've got after that, I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. So from this point, I'm going to bend that 7 up again. Instead of doing the flat pinky, I'm just going to play the 2nd string on 8th fret twice. At the end of that, I bring the bend down, but this time I'm not doing a pull off. I'm taking my time and then just picking it again at the bottom. So I've got at the end of that, let's slow that down. I'm playing 7/5 on the 4th string, and then the bend, kind of a bluesy semitone bend from 5 of the 5th to 3 of the 5th. And that's all of the first section. So what we'll do is we'll go right back to the start, play it again at a slower pace, and then again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Okay, let's have a look at the second section. We're going to start off with this cool sliding octave riff. Let's slow that down. I'm starting from 5 of the 5th and 7 of the 3rd, and that shape's going to stay the same until this octave motif is done. I'm going to slide that up from 5 to 7, then 7 to 8, then 8 to 10, and 10 to 12. So once we slide to a fret, we're going to hold it, and then we're going to hit it again to go to that next slide. You're going to get a sort of a dragging feeling to it. And I'm pretty sure we're just dealing with straight quavers or 8th notes there. Then I work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm doing a hammer on from 10 to 12 on the 4th string, then sliding from 12 to 14. So I've got 2 picks there, once again, working with that 8th note timing. At the end of that, I've got a hammer on from 12 to 14 on the 3rd string. And I've got a double tone. You kind of want to get it to sort of 16 or 17. If you can get a tone and a half or a double tone, that would be amazing. We're going to bend it up and back and then go to 14 of the 3rd strings all together. And we'll work into this phrase. Let's slow that down. So we've got, let's slow that down. I'm playing 12 of the 3rd into 14 of the 4th. Then I've got this roll. I'm going from my middle finger here and I'm playing 13, 14, 13, 12, all as legato. Then from that point, I've got to pull off from 13 to 12 and then I'm sliding to 10 from my pointer. So we've got, at the end of that, I've got to pull off from 12 to 10 on the 4th and the 5th string. Let's put together that whole idea again. At the end of that, let's slow that down. I'm playing 10 of the 4th string, and I'm doing a pull off 12, 10, and then plucking the 12 again on the 5th string. At the end of that, he hits an open note there, so he's not fretting that 10 there to get over to this bend. That's why I believe he does it. So we've got, and that'll get us ready for section 3. I know a ringing G is kind of gross, but at full speed, it does sound kind of cool, and it will lead into section 3 perfectly. So let's go right back to the start of the section, put this all together at a relatively slow pace, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, last section, I'm going to start with this phrase. Let's slow that down. I'm going to start with a bend from 15 of the 2nd string, and then my pinky's jumping underneath that. I'm playing 15 of the 1st string 3 times. At the end of that, bending that 15 down and then playing 13 on the 2nd string all together. I'm going to do a similar idea, but this time I'm only going to hit the 1st string twice. At the end of this, I'm going to bring that bend down and then play 13, 12 all together. At the end of that, I love this bit, it's so delicious. So what I've got here is kind of, for in standard tuning, would be essentially an E major triad. I'm playing 14, 13, 12 from the 4th to the 2nd string. At the end of that, I'm going to bend 13 up and back on the 2nd string a whole step, and then hit again at the bottom, jump back to 12. Then from that point, I go up an F triad. So I'm playing exactly the same shape up a fret, but this time I'm doing a descent. So I'm playing 13 of the 2nd, 14 of the 3rd, 15 of the 4th. At the end of that, let's slow that down. Flat finger playing 13 of the 1st and the 2nd string. At the end of that, then I'm bending the 15 up and back and then hitting it again at the bottom for some vibrato. So we've got, so let's have a look at what we've got so far. Hopefully that's all making sense. And then I've got this. There's only a little bit left. At the end of that, we had the bend that goes up and back. which is the bend into the vibrato. I'm going to do a bend from 15 up and back and then hit 13. And then I'm in this lower position of what would be in standard tuning an A minor pentatonic. Let's slow that down. I'm bending 8 of the second string, jumping to 5 of the first. Then I want to play 8-5 on the second string. At the end of that, I've got that as a pre-bend, so I don't want to hear much of the up part of that. Just from the up part to the down. A cheeky little slash isn't there, so I'll bring that bend down from 7, jumping to 5. And then I'm doing a double stop. You just do it as a flat finger on 7 of the second and the third string, and I'm just bending that up slowly, 1/2 step. Or a semitone, if you're into that kind of terminology. Let's go right back to the start of the section, play it again relatively slowly, and then we'll do it again even slower, some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was Slash's amazing solo from Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And please click the links in the description box if you want tabs to this lesson and anything else that I do. I upload everything to Patreon, as well as some extra bonus content when I make little courses, that kind of thing. There's discounts and free courses and other perks on that Patreon if you are so interested. Also have 3 books out now. Ultimate Shred Machine if you want to up your chops in shredding, sweeping, legato and tapping. Rock Guitar Mode Mastery if you want to up your understanding of the modes in a composed or improvised setting. And of course my most recent book, Shred Guitar Improvisation, if you want to understand chord changes, chord targeting, how to do different sequences of scales and arpeggios, all that whiz biz. And if you want them all together in one definitive volume, I have a trilogy called Shred Guitar Soloing Collection. You can get all 3 books as one. And if you were not much of a reader, you can get all 3 of those books in a video course as well on Udemy and chrisuber.com. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I will catch you all very soon.